I think
Yes,
let's start from La Liga.
yes, guys, we are back again. We are back. Though it's I'm happy and kind of like last week, bittersweet,
I
bittersweet.
understand that feeling. My week would have been perfect if some games went the way I wanted yesterday.
I
But
don't, I don't, I don't know about you. I can only speak for myself.
I'm speaking for myself too.
No,
Trust
no,
me.
no. You're not speaking for yourself. It's
What do you mean? I'm speaking for myself.
no. Because deep down, you're not happy.
Ah, I
Deep
know
down, you're
deep
not
down you are
happy.
not happy too. That's why
No,
it's
no,
just
no, 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 no. I am happy. Me personally, I am happy.
you're happy.
But
I'm
we,
happy too. Then if you're happy,
no, you're not happy. No, you're not
okay.
happy.
Okay.
This is not how you want this show to go.
No. It's okay. I know my time is coming again. The
Yes,
consistency. This is a blip in form.
every,
You'll be back to your normal programming.
that's why we want you guys to say all the things you want to say now, because hey, once we
Uh-huh.
okay,
I know.
okay. But anyway, guys, it's another football weekend, and we're happy to bring you guys the latest and up to date scores for this weekend round of games. But let's start from the most important one, the game we just saw not long ago, the El Clasico. I think we both predict.
El Clasico. Ha!
I think we both predicted this game to finish some in a similar scoreline.
Yeah,
I think we both predict.
you said 2-1 for Barcelona. I said
Did
2-1 for
I?
Madrid. Yes.
I said 2-1. I thought I said 2-1 for Real Madrid.
There is no way
And,
you would have
and,
said
and you
2-1
said
for Real Madrid.
and you said 2-1 for.
There's no way I would wish Barcelona would win. It's impossible. I support Madrid. That's number one. Number two, I ended it with a caveat. I said they need to let Barcelona have the ball and then use their pace behind, and which is what happened. In fact,
Well,
if Barcelona were a bit more clinical, they would. If Real Madrid was a bit more clinical, they would have finished off that game earlier.
and I think like everyone said and everyone knew the highlight, especially, and we have to look at something. That first Mbappe goal, I looked at the VAR and I'm like, this
Well,
is
I don't get it either.
this is
But
a little bit this is a little bit I was like, man,
that's why.
even the commentators were like, okay, I really, because it's semi-automated, but this semi-automated hat.
That's why we call him Barcelona. Barcelona, man.
Because honestly, I think everybody knew Mbappe was going to play the last line.
Yeah.
I don't know why Barcelona will still. You got. There's nothing wrong in playing your game, but when you know what these guys have, they were going to go after. They were literally looking for that pass every single time.
Yes,
But
and Vini was outstanding today. I thought he was
yeah,
going to kill Kunde with dribbling every time. He
yes,
went at him every time.
yeah. Vini put in a good. He put in a very very good shift
And
today.
I couldn't understand why Alonso took him out. So, and that's a big point for me, team management. I think Alonso has made it clear whether Mbappe is playing well or not. He's my guy.
Yes.
He's going to remain on the pitch.
Even from the management, I think he would have gotten the message that, bro,
Yes,
this guy, has to play, and
main
we
man.
don't care. We don't care whatever it is.
He's
He
main man.
has to play.
But Vini was playing well enough for me to have remained on the pitch. Bring in Rodrigo for someone else, right? Vini was playing too well, but well, it's his team. He has made it clear it's either of Vini and Rodrigo on the left. He's not going to be playing them right and left.
So this is what I'll say. As long as he wins,
Yeah,
whatever he
I mean,
does,
it doesn't even matter at this point.
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. And
It
he's
is when
winning
you don't win. It is when you don't win. Then we're going
that,
to question, hey,
that this analysis will come into play.
you to come into play. But
Yeah.
um, honestly, I looked at Barcelona's up, and to be honest, I didn't really see them as a threat. I didn't really see Rashford doing anything. I didn't really see Ferran Torres doing anything.
Even
I
Lamine
think
Yamal.
Housing had a good game. Yamal that was talking too much before the game. Okay, now the game has come. You couldn't, and
Back
when
it up.
players talk, you really you give the other team motivation. Now, Yamal, as I said before, just face your football and move on. Just there's nothing to it. Just face your football and move on. And
Absolutely. I hope he has learned that. That's a good call out from you. I hope he has learned some lessons from that as well. Trust me, bro. It's a football game. All of you are professionals. You may think that you're way better than the other team you're
yeah,
playing,
yeah, the other team, yeah,
but it doesn't mean anything, bro. You
it
guys,
doesn't mean
for
anything.
them to be playing at that level in La Liga, trust me, they are not bad footballers.
No, they are not. They are not.
Okay, so this is a way to explain it to Yamal, right? Let's see. Brahim is
Okay,
closer to you than I will ever be close to Brahim.
true.
The gap between me and Brahim, a professional footballer, is like 500 miles. The
Yeah.
gap in quality between you and Brahim, who plays for
Even
Madrid,
even
is not up
Adagula,
to mine.
even Adagula,
Yeah, it's not up
Adagula
to the
isn't
mark.
Adagula isn't that far off. Adagula
Exactly, it's not up to the mark. So
is playing consistent, is delivering.
exactly, and that's how you will know that you cannot be running your mouth about fellow professionals before a game. Okay, you are not Messi. Even Messi didn't run his mouth before a game.
Even the Ronaldos never they never all they
They
do
don't do
is
that.
when they get so this is the thing. There's nothing wrong with running your mouth. But on the day,
You have to be able to back
on
it
the
up.
day, you have to back it up. If you
But
don't back it
backing
up,
it up, and that's my point, because they are closer to you. Now you have given them motivation,
extra
like
motivation, yes,
extra
extra
motivation.
motivation.
They are going to want to kill themselves to make sure that you don't back it up.
And that's very true.
So well,
And that's
I hope that's a good lesson
for him,
for
yes.
Lamine Yamal. Uh, hopefully he would go back, look at this game, and keep calm. Play your game.
Yes.
Play your game. We have Kola with
Yes.
us as well. Kola,
Yes.
welcome on board.
Thank you. Thank you. We were just discussing the El Clasico before you came in.
I
Hello,
believe
Jago. Alpha, can you hear me?
we can hear you. We can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're just discussing the El Clasico and Lamine Yamal's initial
Antics.
antics before the game, talking down at the opposition and all of that. And it has come to bite him today. So we're saying he's still
Oh,
young. Hopefully, he has learned a lesson today.
oh, it was. I didn't hear that though.
Oh yes, oh yes. He was. I
Oh
think he
yes,
was
yeah.
calling Madrid cheats and stuff
Yeah,
before
cheats
maybe during the week.
during the week, yes, before.
And now it has come to bite him today.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, I think that I mean, I didn't hear that, but at the end of the day, I think it's just part of the whole game. It's part of his mind games, I guess. They all do that.
So while that may be true, leave the mind games to your coach. Remember, you are the one on the pitch backing
Yeah,
it up against professionals like yourself. You are
yeah,
going to motivate them to come out extra hard against
So
you. And if you
that's
watch the game today, he wasn't in the game as much
it
as he would
wasn't.
usually
No.
go past players and all that. These guys were out. Every time he touched the ball, they were like 4 Madrid players
They were
chasing him
they
down. I'm like,
yeah.
they are going to kill you out there today, bro. You see, so anyways, he's still young. He will learn. Well, I mean, the Messis of this world, the Ronaldos of this world, they kept calm and made noise after they've defeated the opponent.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is very true. That is very
That's when
true.
you do it. Okay.
That
So,
is very
but,
true.
but back to the game itself, I thought it was a good win for Madrid. I didn't see it coming. I thought it was a good win. I still don't understand what Madrid is playing. I still don't get it. I can't say this is what this team is playing.
So I
They're
think
all over
yes,
the place.
I think they're still in transition. So they were if their previous game they were having a pattern of play.
Yeah.
But now Jude Bellingham is back. They have to readjust again.
That scattered everything again.
Yeah, they have to
I don't
readjust
understand
again. They have to readjust again to see how they can fit him back in again. Because
Yeah.
look at today, we had the Valverde at right back,
All right,
and
back.
then Chouamini, Camavinga, Jude. So it's I to be honest, as long as they are winning, I don't think anybody
In
will
fact, I
get
thought
as long as they are winning.
playing those three in the middle of the park today was a master stroke from Alonso.
Yes,
Chalmeni, Kamavinga, and
Vinga
Bellingham.
and
Those
Bellingham,
are
yes.
all hard workers. They covered. They
They
were
covered
all over the
every
place. They
Yeah.
but
covered every blade of the grass today, and they didn't let Pedri and Co settle so much on
no,
the ball with all the intricate passes and all that. So it was a good one.
and it helps them now. They are 5 points clear at the table, so that's a good
At
boost.
least they can afford to lose 1 or 2 games
They-
before
I was working on something, so I was in between. I'll watch. I'll go back.
go
I'll,
back. Oh, okay.
yeah,
Yeah, but
but I
it
mean,
was a good game.
but I think it still lived up to the expectation of El Clasico, if you ask me. And I mean, I like all the drama at the end of the game when it looked like they were going to fight.
Uh-huh.
It's part of it.
So Kola, that's a strong point. It feels like they care now. Myself and Tunde were saying it on Friday that the last few El Clasicos just felt like
it just
uh,
very
they
okay.
just play and go away. I'm like, no. It suddenly felt like a proper El Clasico derby.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. There were some hard tackles, I'm not saying you should get each other injured, right? But the
Just
passion has to show.
the
The passion
passion,
has to
yes,
show. Is
the
El
passion,
Clasico. The passion has to be there.
the passion
And,
has to
especially
be
against
there.
Getafe.
and there is still something that I like Barcelona. I prefer Barcelona over Madrid in terms of my support. And for
At
these
least
two
that's
teams,
something we will never agree on too. We can't
yeah.
agree on Liverpool. We can never agree on Barcelona.
So for these two teams, I mean, anything Messi for me. I mean, so that Messi touch is still there. I'll stick with them. Not like I watch the game as I used to, but
Yeah.
So these two teams, there is something that I credit them for is the system that they've created. It baffles me how no matter the quality of players, Barcelona is still Barcelona. Real Madrid is still Real Madrid. In terms of if you pick these players, these current players, crop of Barcelona players, for example, and
Yes,
you match them, you match them against those who played, Messi, Suarez, and all of that. When you do one-on-one, Iniesta, Xavi, when you do one-on-one, you look like right? They may not be able to match those guys. But when you look at the way they play, it's still the same passing game. It's still the same all the ball. And for me, it's amazing how these top teams are able to stick to a certain way they play, no matter the resources. And I think that's credit to them, Barcelona, Real Madrid. They have a system, and it doesn't matter the
so
resources.
I will call Real Madrid. I will put Real Madrid in that.
So hold
Yeah.
on.
No,
Today,
because again,
you might
Real Madrid is going through a transition, like you said. It's a new
Yes.
coach. Yeah, but generally, you will see that even if they don't have the best of players, I was seeing some players today. I was like, even not in Real Madrid, who are these people? They don't even have name. But at the end of the day, they are still Madrid.
Yes. And today, I'm going to support Kola in that even Real Madrid, right? There's a system. It might not be the same system as Barcelona, bringing
Yes.
up players through the ranks. Real Madrid system is Real Madrid system. They will go and buy those talents, and they know how to buy those talents, and they know how to win. It's all in the culture of the club. That's what they say.
Yeah.
If you notice,
Yeah.
we talked about on Friday. Hold on for a second. We mentioned that some Italian clubs, they've lost that.
Yeah, the AC Milan, Inter, yes.
AC Milan, the Juventus, and that's the difference. There's a culture that these other top clubs have found a way to
I found a
maintain.
way to maintain, yes.
They found a way to maintain. Whether they'll go and buy Mbappe, whether they'll go and buy Jude Bellingham, it's still in that same winning culture. When they come, you know that, okay, these Madrid players, they are some of the best in the world, and they will work hard, right?
Yes.
They are not prima donnas. There's no culture of prima donnas in Real Madrid. When you go to Barcelona on the other side, when you look at a Pedri, even though he may not operate at that extreme high level as maybe Xavi and Iniesta's, that and he's still very young. Who says he's not
Very
going to
young.
get
It's still, yeah,
that
it's still.
heights, right?
Exactly.
But you look at Pedri, Gavi, Casado or Casano, I wonder what that guy
Kubasi, all of
all
them.
these young chaps. It's that same culture, and that's what the Italian teams have lost.
They failed,
the
yeah.
AC Milan, the Juventus,
All of them.
and that's why you don't see them running through Champions League anymore.
All of them.
So I think it's a strong point that Kola brought up.
Yeah, it's a very good point. I think the Real Madrid culture is we win. I think once you get to that stadium, you look at the history. I think there's just something that says whatever we do, we win. But Barcelona, honestly, is a model that is impressive. The La Masia, the academy, I still say is still one of the best in the world. I'm not saying England, we have a couple of academies that United, Arsenal, even Chelsea. In fact, Chelsea probably has the best academy in the world.
Chelsea, I would say Chelsea has probably the best academy.
Chelsea has the best. But Chelsea does not have a system to put these guys. But you see La Masia, and I'm going to credit, even though Barcelona fans might not give him credit, but they have to credit Xavi for bringing out these boys, giving them the opportunity. Because honestly, who's going to take a gamble on Yamal in England and say at 16, oh yeah, start playing?
Look at Juan now. Juan sits on the bench.
He sits on the bench.
He still sits on the bench.
He sits on the bench. Even though my only issue I have with Barcelona is these guys are playing too much. I mean, Gavi and Pedri, the amount of injuries they've had. I mean, I think Gavi, one of them has had about one ACL. Gavi, he has had about one ACL, and he's not yet 2021 yet.
And he's not playing anymore at this point. He's not playing a lot of the games.
He's hardly playing.
Look at the number of games that Yamal has played.
At 19. At 19. It's not even 21 yet.
We talked about that a few days ago too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's a lot. At 19, and right now we are still bragging about the amount of games Messi and Ronaldo that we even feel that they cannot be another one. But Yamal has over 100 games.
I'm telling you, it's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. At just 19. And I think he just got back from injury.
Yes. Yeah. Let's go back.
Which is like, and remember this was the same thing you mentioned about Saka, how they played Saka to the ground. To the ground.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, these guys are young. Yes, when they get injured, they can heal faster compared to someone that is in 25, 26. Once he gets injured, we're like, oh, he's out for the season.
But consistency of injuries will finish them by the time they are 27, 28. That's the challenge.
That's the problem.
Yes. Because now, if you get 2 ACLs before you are even 25, you are done.
That's it. You're done.
By the time you are 27, you're already slowed down to somewhere like 35. That's why the what's his name? Luka Modric or these, they're still playing because they didn't play too many games as young chaps.
Yes. So hopefully, but honestly, to the two of them, honestly, because every season we're always going to mention Barcelona.
Exactly.
We'll always be right there.
Bayern,
yes.
We have to, whether we like it or not, yes, Bayern might run through Germany. But even if you look at Champions League, right, they're still there.
They're still in first.
Figure it out. They are there, quarterfinals, semi-finals. Sometimes Bayern has won a Champions League in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
And that's how you know that these clubs they have a culture.
Yes.
And I think that's what PSG. I think that's what PSG is beginning to start.
They're trying to stay on it as well.
I think it's down to management because let's be honest, Bayern have had a consistent management team.
Yeah. Yeah, correct.
Real Madrid is a different ball game. It's a association. You can't just come in. But if you come to England, look at it. We have English teams, and all our teams are run by Americans.
Yeah.
You have the FSG, you have the Kroenke, you have the Glazers. Mm-hmm. But there's these guys are out to make money. They don't really care. It's an investment for them.
No, at the end of the day, when you look at it, back to your point, what business does an American have with football?
They don't do soccer.
They don't do soccer. But if you go check these other guys, there's a Spanish man that his reputation is at stake. Look at Barcelona. I think they vote for the president. Real Madrid, they vote for him.
No, it's real politicking.
It's real politics.
It's like you are voting for president of a nation.
If you look, But look at the rest of us. Every day, there's one. If we don't shout, hey, FSG. If you don't see FSG out all season, you must see Glazer out. You must click Rockers.
We'll be begging them to even buy player. Please, Real Madrid will go to a whole bank and get money to go and buy.
And get money to buy.
Care.
So,
you know.
but anyway, that's it on La Liga. Let's just quickly touch on Syria. There was a very interesting game. Napoli versus Inter Milan. Very, very.
Oh, when was that? Was it today?
That was yesterday. Very, very interesting.
What was it called?
3-1.
3-1.
3-1.
3-1.
Napoli.
Napoli won?
Napoli won.
Wow.
Napoli won.
I called it for Inter. He called it for Napoli.
I called it for Napoli. I said, very fantastic. In fact,
But they've not been in good form now.
So it is very deceiving that they've not been in good form. But when you look at the table, it's just 3 points. There's just 3 points that differentiate.
You're right. You're right. But I think at the end of the day, that's usually the problem with the start of the season. There's still no clarity. You lose points, you gain points, you are still there, you are still hanging around.
Even if you look at the Premiership today, it's still 3, 4, 5 points.
3, 4, yeah.
So it's really not.
But it was very interesting. I think KDB took a penalty and he got
injured. Pulled his, I think it was
his hamstring.
In the process of playing the penalty.
Yes.
As he took it, he scored. Immediately just held this. I said,
and he pitched him out.
But then
Ataro wanted to beat up his coach too. He was like, I wasn't even sure what was going on. I'm like, what's going on?
Conte told him, I dare you, if you are sure of yourself, go and take the penalty. I said, what is going on?
Wow.
Conte, but honestly, it was a good game. Now I think, and there are 2 teams that are going about their business.
Sorry, I've not been following Serie A. Napoli is on top of the table.
Yeah, they are on top of the table.
Really?
They are on top of the table.
I thought that the first few games they didn't play well, so I dismissed them.
So the challenge with Syria, Kola, is this: if you've been following Syria for like 2-3 seasons, Napoli are clearly the best team in Syria. Closest to them is Inter Milan.
Is Inter Milan, yes.
And that's it. So the gap between those two and the rest is a lot, actually. So they would usually have blips here and there, and all that,
but they'll still catch
beyond that, it's really just the one I thought would threaten those two was Atlanta.
I think
but now they've just gone back to their.
They've gone back to where they're meant to be.
Yeah, position.
But Roma this season has been impressive. They are up there. Gasparini has been there. They've been grinding out the results.
Roma might be the shock of the season.
They might be the shock of the season. But the most impressive person, and I think everyone should look out for him, says Fabregas Akomo.
Yes.
Says Fabregas Akomo. He is
really.
Yeah, they are not far off. They are, I think, 6th on the table, something like that.
Yes.
And it's just 5 points between them and the league leaders.
Yeah.
And I believe clubs are monitoring his managerial career.
No. He's going to remain in Como for a while. Then once Ateta has won us a few trophies and he's ready to go coach Spain, we'll bring Seskin.
So I think he's going to make a major move next summer at the end of the season. He's going to make a major move next. But where he goes, I don't know.
He's probably going to end up in England, or if Hansi Flick leaves
Barcelona,
he'll be next.
There's a chance he goes to Barcelona.
There'll be a chance he goes to Barcelona. But yeah, I think those are the major, apart from PSG beating.
So PSB robbed Brest. And Brest. Oh, I'm going to give a quick shout out to Brest because that's my favorite team in England, in France. They actually put up a fight, and they didn't just put up a fight. The occasion was just too much for them, but they are growing. They lost the penalty. They could have staged the comeback. They lost the penalty at 2-1.
The scoreline is they lost. The scoreline is they lost.
Oh, good job, Brest. The front two did very well. Yes, yeah.
Let me quickly answer a call. I'll just
no worries.
No problem. But That is, I mean, PSG.
Mhm.
But that's remember we talked about this game on Friday. We were not even sure of it. AC Milan versus Pisa. We said, okay, let them play what they want to play. To, and that next thing I saw, Milan were actually winning. I said, oh, okay, 2-1 is dead. And I just saw hours after, I just saw
2-2.
Milan Pisa 2-2. And I'm wondering in my head, Milan, what is your
Milan
ambition
almost
again?
lost the game. I hope you know. They equalized on the 90th minute. For 93rd
So,
minute.
so I just look at Milan and I'm like, I really,
It's up and down, and that's why Napoli is probably going to run away. That's why Napoli is probably going to run away with
Okay, no
the.
problem.
That's why Napoli is probably going to run away with the league.
with the lead
It's
because they are so unrecognizable. I look at their team, you look at the defense, Mike Magnat, Gabia, De Winter.
mhm.
It's just I think it literally just I mean, look at 40 years old, Luka Modric is
Modric is
getting
playing.
man of the match.
He's not just getting. He's playing. He's in the team.
Is in the
He's
team
back.
at 40, 41.
You
I
can't. You
mean,
can't. That's
AC
that's.
Milan, AC Milan, they
There's
need to
something
do
wrong
better.
with that. No matter
They need
how
to
good
do
Luka
better.
Modric is, there's something
I
wrong
mean,
with that. You can't
there's
have a
something wrong
41-year-old man playing in
being
your team at
playing your
professional
team
level.
and he's being your
No.
man of the match in
And
your
be your
whole
man of
team.
the match. No, no, no.
That's very poor. That's very poor. But yeah,
Yeah.
let's get on to the Premier League, the
Premier.
English Premier League. And on Friday, I told you Leeds were. I told you Leeds would
I'm
beat.
I'm I'm sad for Nuno. At the rate at which they are going, they'll probably get relegated. It's not looking good. It's not looking good.
I'm trying to give Nuno the opportunity that he's having a slow start, and he will get it right by Christmas. Because I was watching that game, and Leeds were just running through them, through them, through
every
them.
every way.
They were just coming, attack after attack, attack after attack. Then until he made one or two subs, then the game now balanced. Then 85th minute, they had that lucky goal, and Leeds just saw the
I want to make a prediction. I
okay.
think this season, about 30 points will survive the Premiership.
You feel so?
At the rate at which these clubs are going, Wolves is still on 2 points. We're almost in December. They are still just 2 points. West Ham is 4.
4 points.
Nottingham Forest is 5. We're almost. Do you realize what we're saying? We're almost in December.
So you're saying if they're going at this way, if they get to 18, 19 games and they're like around 10 points, 10,
They'll
11,
be around 10,
10,
10
11,
points.
12 points.
So it means about 30 points might just survive. If you can manage to just get maybe 28, 30 points, you might survive.
I think you might be right. And I think that is
I,
what
I
the
don't, I
other
don't, I don't think Wolves will even. I don't think Wolves will get to like 20. I don't think they will get 20,
I
20,
don't think so
20
either.
23, 24.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
so
Their
because
next few games, if you look at their next few games, they will probably lose to Fulham. They will lose to Chelsea. They'll probably lose at home against Crystal Palace. These are supposed to be clubs where they should be operating around the same, you know.
so I know we're talking of Wolves, and I was switching between their game today and other games. And I just said, let me just check it because I like to watch lower league games. There's always entertainment there. And I saw what's going on. Burnley 2-0
Yeah.
away. And I was like, okay, what's going on? Then, towards the end of the first half, they had the penalty. Even though I won't say it's a bit controversial, but they had the penalty, and Strad Larsen stepped up. And I was looking at Wolves, their whole team today. Would you believe Strad Larsen was their captain? The guy is 22. That's to show you how everyone in that team is. I don't know where they found them. I don't know their aim.
So you remember Wolves a few years ago? Neto, what's the other short guy that plays
They
in
had
Atletico Madrid now?
Who's that?
uh,
They had all these great players. The one that strikes for Fulham now, was also part of it.
Yeminez, I know they had Neto,
And
Yeminez.
I used to like that guy there.
They had a lot of great players, and then they started losing.
This guy too was there that time now. This former Barcelona thick-bodied guy. What's his name now?
Yeah, he's in Fulham now. Ahmad.
That guy that runs a lot. Yeah, he's in Fulham now.
Adama Traore.
Yeah.
Yes.
They had a bunch of very solid players. There was one that went to Ajax as well that used to be with them. That uses his leg. There were many.
They were playing. They had Lemina. Even this guy, João Neves.
João Neves.
It was once in that team.
Yes, the one that went to Saudi too was in that team.
Neves.
Neves.
The Portuguese. The Portuguese one. Yeah.
Now they lost those players, and that's where you were mentioning management. They were losing those players, and the recruitment was just horrible. I think it's the same thing West Ham is suffering. You have to have a proper pipeline to replace players, or else you are going to get in trouble in the long run. Well done to Leeds United. I think it was a good win.
It was a good win for them.
At least they've managed to climb to what? How many points do they have on the
Leeds?
table?
They have 11 points. I mean, the teams that came from relegation this season, I think they came with a model. Let us try and get as much points in the first half of the season to put ourselves in a good place.
In my opinion, Sunderland has even survived.
I said it last week now.
Yeah, you said.
Sunderland are okay.
Sunderland is even flexing. They were second temporarily yesterday.
Yes, Sunderland has survived. Leeds is looking like Leeds will survive.
I think Leeds is still
it's iffy. It's iffy. That's how it's looking. But if we're just 9 games in, they already have 11 points.
Yes.
In their next 9 games, if they manage another 11 points,
even 5-6,
they will survive.
They will
survive.
Do well.
If they manage 11 points in the next 9 games, they will survive. All right. So let's look at Saturday games.
Yeah, let's look at the Saturday, and I think there's no other place to start off from than Sunderland, Chelsea.
I told you it was going to be a
yeah. We said we agree. We said what
we agree
for the sake of hating. Let us. For the sake of hating, let us. I was watching that game, and I said, so I joined the game late. I didn't even know. I just saw, in fact, I wasn't even watching. I just saw, Chelsea 1-0. I said, Chelsea will probably beat them 3-4-0. You know, Chelsea, once they get the upper hand. But then I was trying to watch the Newcastle game. Next thing I saw 1-1, and I switched back. And Sunderland were comfortable. They were so comfortable. Chelsea were crossing. Pedro Neto was trying to run. Garnacho was trying to run. If
Garnacho looks like your best attacker, then you are in trouble. That's the only thing I'm going to say.
Yeah.
If Garnacho looked like your best attacker on the pitch, because he looked like best player yesterday. I'm going to be objective. He looked like Chelsea's best attacker yesterday.
So I was wondering, I said, Chelsea, João Pedro. If I heard one analysis, the guy said, the guy is thinking back. It's as if they only bought João Pedro for the Club World Cup. Since he got to the Premier League, he has been nowhere to be found.
What happened? What happened to him? Is it their style of play or what? I thought he was going to
hit the ground running.
Yeah.
So I think the problem is he's not a natural 9. He needs a striker in front of him.
A proper striker too.
Not just
McGay or whatever they put in front. I talked about it a few weeks back, and I've consistently mentioned it. The way they've scattered modern football is annoying. Now, players like João Pedro, you are now making them play as a 9, right? João Pedro is a support striker. That's who he is.
Striker.
But he's not a modern day 8. He's an old traditional 8 in a 4-4-2 system.
In a 4-4-2, 4-4-2, yes. That's what.
So he's sort of lost. I think when this guy gets back, he might be a bit better. Cole. And maybe even Dillard.
But this is something. Last season, Chelsea had this issue. I don't remember when Palmer got injured. They had that drought where they were struggling.
The creativity dries out.
The creativity was done. Okay, then you had the transfer window. You didn't buy any creative player. Now again, like we were talking earlier, Kopama is a young guy. He's playing a lot of games. Now he's gotten injured again. Chelsea
Yeah.
are struggling with creativity. So it's like, okay, remove Palmer from the team. Chelsea is just like it's like there's nothing they can offer.
Yeah.
So
And
it's,
they are so dependent now on the wingers, and that's a problem. When the wingers are not clicking, it just sort of makes everything look drab. Because
it,
now
it-
teams are now realizing that just let those ones have the ball
just
and cross.
because you know one thing, they will run. Garnacho he will always make a bad decision. When he's meant to pass, he will shoot. And when he shoots, the ball is going over. There's no threat to it. But what got amused yesterday was Sunderland's second goal. Brian Bobby literally held off Tosin for like 5 minutes.
10
I'm
hours.
I'm not saying something. He literally held. It was a
as if-
counter.
wait, he
It was a
just held
counter.
him off. He held him off, and they were having a conversation. Like
Literally.
that.
He was just holding him, and
It was
he was
ridiculous.
waiting for the other players to come.
No,
And all the
Chaloba.
Chelsea
It was Chaloba. Abi, what's his name?
I think Tosin. I think it was Tosin.
No, it was
Either
Tosin. The other guy was Chaloba. Should have gone and forced
Kuman.
him.
But instead,
out.
that one went behind.
That
He
one
went
when I was
behind,
looking at him until another player joined and he just passed it.
and he just passed into the net. I was looking at that. I said, because when I saw Brian Bobby running with the ball, I said they'll get the ball off, and he got to the box setting, and he held it, and he was turning. I've never seen such. He was waiting for his own player.
It was
And he
really
literally just used his hand to hold the defender. And the defender was watching him. And he just passed it. I was just like, what's going on?
But you know that I kind of see it differently. I see it less of the defender's fault and more credit to the attacking player for being able to do that.
No, so Kola, if you saw that goal properly, what would have happened was when the striker held the first defender off, there was an extra defender.
There was an extra defender that could have come to.
But if you went, then the
no. The space between them and the joining players was a lot.
Was a whole lot.
So if they forced him, he would have taken the ball out wide to protect him, and then. But the way it happened was he held him off. The other guy waited, and he was able to turn back into the box properly and just lay it off to an approaching player. In such a situation, you don't wait for the approaching player. You first force that player out and then give your other guys enough time to get back and support. But it was as if they froze in time. That was why everyone felt, no, this is bad.
This is so. No, the thing is, I think you're right. The attacker did
very well.
It did very well.
But the defenders also, of course, we give the attacker credit.
But I want to put it this way. I want to put it this way. Do you see any attacker holding Van Dijk up for 10 seconds?
And he's just standing there looking at him.
And he's just standing there looking at him, waiting to.
He will close up on you.
They will close up.
And the other guy will even join. It was ridiculous.
Because I look at Chelsea defense. Chaloba, I'm not trying to body shame you, but ever since he got his dread and his head started looking.
So on a serious note, right? Chelsea, and I'll say it again, just like Liverpool, they did not address what they were meant to address during the transfer window. Their fans may decide to listen or not. It's okay. We'll be here at the end of the season to see the results.
And the people that address their own, and it seems to be working, we'll be here at the end of the season.
We'll be here at the end of the season too. It's okay. It's all good.
Yes,
we'll all be here at the end of the season.
We'll all be here.
The point is, you can't have a team where your central defenders consist of players like Chaloba, Badiashile,
Tosin,
a young Achiapong, Tosin. Come on,
Fofana,
that's not a good central defense.
And they needed another creative player. They needed another creative player. You can't really.
Yeah, so
I completely agree with you, because to be honest, especially that's Chelsea defense. You know, when we played Chelsea, before we played Chelsea, that was like 3-4 weeks ago. Yeah. I hadn't watched their games like that. So, but when we were watching, I was not telling my sons that look at this Chelsea defense. I think, what are we doing that we are not capitalizing on it?
Exactly.
And that was one of the things that really pained me in that game. I was like, what? Look at this defense. Who are these people?
So Kola, Caicedo covers a lot of issues in that central defense.
If you watch if you watch that Liverpool game, Caicedo was the difference maker.
He was everywhere.
Yeah, I agree. But that difference maker. Despite his heroics that day, I still feel that we should have capitalized on that Chelsea defense.
Yes.
I mean, that's the kind of defense that we'll be playing, and we'll now be struggling now. You know?
And that was on Liverpool.
Yes,
because
that was on Liverpool.
Because if Liverpool had a right back that was probably overlapping, helping Salah, you would have easily have gotten at that team. They were there.
Exactly.
The defense was there. The defense was there for the taking. It was there for the taking.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, Chelsea, they won't get relegated, but they'll be fine.
My hope is they replace United on the table from last season.
They will not
go to like 15.
Because remember, I think it was 4 weeks ago that I told you that for the last 3-4 seasons, I don't know why, at the start of every season, when Chelsea they do their buyings and all of that, I feel like, wow, these guys are going to pose a lot of trouble. And then we will start. And then we're like, what's wrong with this? They are doing it again. This is like the 4th consecutive season.
They find that
giving them that benefit of doubt, and they will just mess up.
So this is what Chelsea do. Chelsea will make your team feel like you're not doing anything in the transfer window.
Exactly.
That's what because you wake up. Chelsea have bought this. Chelsea. You not be wondering. You not be calling your club. Buy. Just buy. Let me just buy some. I don't even care you buy. Just buy somebody. And then at the end, you now realize, okay, what did these people really buy? Gittins, Garnacho. You know, they didn't really buy the people they bought.
Yeah.
But hopefully it's something. But yeah, the Newcastle game. I don't know if you're able to catch up with the Newcastle game yesterday.
No, I want just briefly. I want that just briefly. I saw that they got the winner very late in the game.
Very late. It was a good. We've talked about it. St. James Park is not an easy place.
That place, oh my God.
It's not an easy place. But to be fair, Fulham could have gotten a draw. Fulham could have gotten a draw from the game. They could have. They tried, but man, those. But
unfortunately, I don't like the fact. I mean, this is the Nigerian in me. I don't like the fact that it was Bassi that practically gave away the 2 goals. And Bassi should be in good form. We need him. We need him next month. So, I was kind of disappointed that he was the one that.
See, Bassi is not who you need next month. Just pray that Osimhen remains in shape.
I'll tell you.
That first goal was. There was no pressure. I looked at that goal and they were like, even yours. And the funny part was, you knew that Bassi, there was no way in this life he was going to catch Murphy. There was no way. There was no way. And Murphy just went and then he scored.
Murphy is very fast, actually.
You know what? Like, this is what I tell my boys. I tell them that the best players in the world, they do the simple things.
It's simple, yes.
If Bassi had just passed that ball, because there is no need to do all those drama. Look at it. That's why I like a player like Henderson. When Henderson was with Liverpool,
play simple.
You won't do the complicated. But you just the simple things. Just do the simple things. Don't make it.
Remind yourself when you go on the pitch, I'm not Messi. Do like this. I'm not Messi.
I'm telling you.
You know that's why people always say one of the frustrating player and hated player in history was Sergio Busquets. He played it simple, but you see that simple play is an act.
That's it.
Busquets, Paul Scholes, Henderson. You can go on and name those guys. They were never flashy. They don't
play fast. They just get the ball.
Get it, let go.
Let it go. It just pass. Pass. But this sometimes, all this play from the back, as I say sometimes, it's not everybody that's meant to be playing from the back. If you want, don't shoot it. The defender, shoot it. Yeah. What's the worst case? They will shout on you. Let them shout. As long as the ball is not in my area.
But come and turn. Everybody wants to play like Man City. Pass
Every
the ball. Play like
pass,
Barcelona. Pass the ball.
pass the
Okay,
ball.
now.
In
Yeah.
Super Eagles, you don't even play like that. Stop trying to be who you are not. Just pass it and move on. So anyway, let's leave Newcastle and talk about the team on the roll. Three on the bounce. We're currently joint fourth on the table. Joint fourth. I've not had this feeling in a long time. It's a long time.
No, don't say it a long time. Please put a figure to it. Like how many years?
Over a year.
Over a year.
What do you mean over a
It's
year?
more than that, though.
Since the last time Mourinho left.
Since April
What's it?
2024. That's when I had back-to-back.
No. You should be talking about like 4 years.
No, I'm talking.
The kind of form you are in now.
No.
It goes back to 4 years.
Under Ten Hag, we had some wins. We had some wins.
Which
That's-
wins?
that's-
You
it's
saw-
not
but
that
you
bad.
did not feel like your team was going to come good. The last time you felt this way was when Jose Mourinho was your coach. In my opinion.
Ole. Ole's
Maybe
when he
Ole-
felt-
maybe
when, it was,
it's
when
not
Ole was interim, when he was that manager bounce and he was winning. But man, to be able,
Felt good, right?
I didn't know this is what some of you have been enjoying.
Yeah. That's what we have been enjoying. It's good to have a feel of it.
It's good to have. This feeling is a long time, and
The only I'm going to quietly advise you, as Kola will advise me.
okay.
Just don't get carried away yet.
We're not taking any advice. We're not taking any advice.
Hold on.
We don't listen to advice. No.
Kola, it's the same way I didn't listen to advice last season, and I finished
No.
again.
We're not listening to advice.
I'm going to advise. However, based on the current form that United is in, right, and the trajectory, they should be winning the Premiership, in my opinion. If they don't win the Premiership, would we say
you are trying to form an agenda?
No.
You are trying to form an agenda.
Hold on.
No. You are trying to form an agenda.
You have the best.
You have 6 points.
You have the best attack in Premier League.
Absolutely. You have 6 points.
Ahmad.
Lagz, he wants to raise the bar so much.
He wants to raise the bar.
Scared.
I'm coming from 15th. You want me to be expecting coming from 15th.
It doesn't matter.
No, it matters.
It's present form we're looking at.
No. It matters.
I think that based off of the form of your players, Bruno is playing well. Ahmad, Tesco even almost scored.
No.
You guys are playing really good. You should be aiming to win. You don't have no Champions League.
See, I beat a team that's dealt with me for like the past 2-3 seasons.
No, you beat a team. You beat a team that were not able to put out some of their best players.
Oh, here we go again. Whenever it's Man United's turn, it changes.
So that's why I wanted to.
When we beat Sunderland, they said it's a relegation team.
That's why I wanted to give
Chelsea
you.
could not beat.
That's why I wanted to give you advice. Don't get carried away.
No, we're not taking.
Let him offer his advice now.
I don't want that. I can't take advice. I can't take advice from someone that hasn't even won the. If you want Liverpool advising me, I would take it, but not from someone that bottles the league.
I didn't want to wait for you as the winner of Premiership to advise him.
No.
Pass the advice to me as my mentor.
Okay, you know what? Lagz,
would you not want someone?
Lagz, just think of it that I am the one giving you this advice.
No. It's filtered. That's a filtered advice.
He won't agree. But on a serious note, I thought it was a good win for United yesterday. I caught the game. The only issue I have is that United still concedes. You guys still lose some concentration, which is okay. But at least you are now scoring.
Yes,
that's
our biggest. That's been our biggest problem.
Which is a plus. You never used to score before. You just puff, and the other team will just come from nowhere and score 2 quick goals. And just imagine that you didn't score those 3 goals.
Yes, it's
at the start of the game yesterday. That's how they usually beat you guys. They will just come towards the end and score 2 quick goals, and that was it. Yes. But you are scoring. Mbeumo seems to be in good form. Cunha is coming into solid form as well. Ahmad is playing well, except for diving up and down the whole place. But
there's no diving. There's no diving.
But if you say sarcasm was not a penalty.
No. I told even my friend. Well, I said, going by the rules, That's not a penalty. That if you go and look at Sakazo last week, that the guy literally just the new rules. If there's just a tiny touch, even if the ball goes a different, it's not because ideally it's meant to be a penalty. So I'm not arguing.
There's no need to
But
argue now.
but what I'm going to say,
it's not the
but what
penalty.
I'm going to say is the officiating was very bad. Was very, very bad. I mean, even throughout this weekend, I watched other games, and the officiating was very, very bad.
I think the best officiating
Not
I saw
just-
this weekend was actually the Arsenal game. The guy is unknown. He let them play. I don't even know that referee. I think it's the first time I'm seeing
I mean, even in the Chelsea game, even in the Liverpool game, yesterday United had no injuries, nothing, and there was 7 minutes extra time. And we're wondering, where did that come from? There were some calls, there were some fouls. Even if we were to look at it right, United's third goal. I'm trying not to be bad, but there was a foul to the build-up. There was a foul. Luke Shaw actually pushed the guy off.
The third goal. Who's called the third goal again?
Umbuemo.
Bueno.
Oh, okay.
Umbuemo. We retrieved the ball. They were trying to go. We retrieved the ball. It looked well. So the interpretation is very, very different. Even the Dogu foul. I said the only reason why I don't see it as a red card is because he wasn't in control of the ball. That was Minte. Because if you're in control, that's a straight off red. Last man. According to the rules that I know, you take him out last season, that's a red card.
The foul on who?
On Minte from Dogu.
Oh yeah. But again, I like the fact that you're looking at it that way. I like that you are trying to be objective, which is good.
It's easy to be objective when you are winning.
No.
Objectivity comes in when you are winning.
I refer to the Arsenal game. I refer to the Arsenal game.
I'm not going to let you have peace. I will keep reminding you.
but in fairness to the referee for that one, personally, I think it was the right call. I think that Minte already lost that ball.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Actually, your keeper was actually on the edge of the box.
Yes.
So, and he pushed that ball too much.
Yes.
So I think it was the right call to call it a foul and give him a yellow. It was not going to win that ball anyway.
It was not. But
So
this is the issue.
I think it was the right call. I don't think it's a red.
But this is the issue. This same incident is Premier League. It's going to happen again very soon.
That's the problem.
And the call,
and it's going to be a red.
That's
and the
going
call,
to be a different call.
That's what I'm saying. And it's going to be a red.
Use it to mess up some contenders.
Yeah. Because everybody said Anthony Taylor was the referee. Michael Oliver was on VAR. These two seemed. I used to like Michael Oliver.
Two of the worst referees.
I used to think Michael Oliver was the best, but
no.
His calls, they are very sometimes is. But it's what it is. United, we have our 3 points. I can't complain. But the officiating was bad.
About that game yesterday. I have not watched Brighton's game, like full game before.
Yes.
But yesterday, I think I watched that game quite a bit. And to be honest, I like the way they play. They play very well.
They didn't even play well yesterday. I promise
Really?
you, Kola.
They did. United, we blocked them out.
I'm telling you, they didn't play well.
I like the way they hold the ball well. They pass the ball. They pass the ball. I love the way they play.
So you see what they were expecting was Man U to press. If Man U should press 1-2 passes, they'll be in our box.
Those guys
that is Brighton. They are very good at passing. You see that their manager, even Brighton too. When we talk about system, Brighton to have a very good system. Regardless of whoever the manager is, he comes in. This is our philosophy. Though they might not go that far pushing to Europe based on the players they have, but that their philosophy, we get the ball, we pass, we are patient, build up. On their day, they can beat a team 5-0. And when it doesn't go well, they will always lose. Because going into that game, they were four matches unbeaten straight. They hadn't lost. They were on a very good form for a Brighton level. But it's what it is. I have my 3 points. I'm happy.
Yeah. Another point I wanted to say is that you see this game, this game can be very tricky. That game yesterday, all these, we are saying about Man U did well. as in King Kiniba Loku, the conversation, the
Would
narrative
have
that is
changed. Would have
completely
changed.
different. Because if those guys had succeeded in coming back, they were almost
Yes.
going to do it.
They were.
You know, suddenly we will not be saying, "Oh, Man U is the," and that's the funny part about this game. Sometimes it's just one moment that
One moment
changes the
changes
whole,
changes the whole.
after game
whole
reviews and all of that. I just wanted to point that out.
Yeah, no, definitely. But yeah, let's go to the last game on Saturday.
So why
It
are you now
was
smiling like that when you are saying last game on Saturday?
the last game that was played on Saturday.
What game?
That's the last.
You are a horrible loser.
The guy is
You are
just
even
leave
a
the guy
worse
now.
loser. Look at the boy.
I'm not complaining. So
It was.
I'll complain on your behalf. You are my
freedom of laughter. Freedom of laughter.
You had the freedom of laughter. I'm allowed.
Brentford, Liverpool.
I was telling people, I told you, I said, watch out for Coyote. That guy has a missile in his hand.
Wait, did you say Coyote or Kafu? That guy, I'm like, where did this guy? So this guy can carry the ball like this. He was driving through Liverpool's midfield, cutting through people. I'm like,
when you look at him,
this guy should be playing for Spurs. Now go and beg him.
When you look at him, you think maybe he has done these people that work on construction. It's not built like a football. It's built
like a
different.
proper footballer, yeah.
And the same goal they scored against Man United, long throw, set piece, and they scored against Liverpool. And in fact, I was surprised Liverpool didn't even prepare because for that set piece, the first goal, that's how they do it. They throw nods and anything can happen.
They almost did it almost 3 times yesterday.
Oh, and I was wondering, what's going on? What's going on? Why is Brentford, man? You see, that's why I don't like playing with unknown players that have nothing to lose. I don't like playing against them. They say you're Liverpool, okay? You don't know me. Nobody knows me. You're any more than me. No problem. But today, I mean, it was impressive. It was impressive.
It was another bad day. Another bad day in the office. So I mean, it goes back to we are in a very bad time. So we are losing games. We are not playing well. So after the first half, I was hoping that I said that our response in the second half would determine a lot of things. But we didn't even respond well. We didn't do anything. Okay? It just seemed as if we're all over the place. To start with, defensively, as usual, we keep conceding goals. I believe that any team that will win the league must be solid at the back. And that's the only reason why I can say that Arsenal has the best chance of. And I'm not calling it for Arsenal. Don't quote me. I'm not calling anything.
Don't even call it me. I'm calling it for Manchester United.
I'm not calling it anything because I believe that it is way too early. This league is very, very funny. So I don't even try to do all those things. But I think that Arsenal is in the best of form to win. Let me not say best of form. They are in a good position to win because they are not giving anything away at the back. I believe that that's the way to win. We are conceding goals anywhere, throwing, corner kick, whatever. We're just conceding goals, and that's not good enough. However, as a Liverpool fan, I'm still going to stick with my club. It doesn't matter. I saw one guy shouting. He said he's a Liverpool whatever, and he was already calling for Slot to be sacked. And I'm like, why do we even talk like this?
That's a title. You want to sack a title-winning coach?
What are you talking about? How many games has he lost? He has lost 4 games on the bounce. So what? Every team sometimes will face those kind of. It's how you react in the end that will matter. So we are not playing well, and we cannot sugarcoat it. Credit to Brentford. They played well. They got their result. I think the officiating. That's not why we lost. I wouldn't put the blame on the officiating, but the officiating was somehow.
Was the penalty a bit light?
I was going to talk about the penalty.
I think it was light. I think it was light. Because
think
the
it
way they
was
are giving all these penalties now, it's almost as if you don't want players to tackle.
Yeah, it
Yes.
felt, but I told you when you told me Saka's was not a penalty, that this was coming to bite you. Because I knew that 1 week they will say this one is soft.
Yeah, that's the problem.
It's not
Yeah.
penalty. Following week, somebody is just
It's-
going to blow breeze on another person and he will fall. They will say, oh, he killed him. Penalty.
I mean, I think that I still maintain. I don't think that sarcasm was a penalty, and I don't think this was a penalty as well. You know, it's just
But-
all this inconsistency.
But you see, this weekend, I think the most ridiculous penalty was in El Clasico. The penalty they gave Real Madrid that Mbappe missed.
Yeah.
The guy was literally on the floor. His hand was what?
Oh, okay. You know, I told you I was going in between. I didn't see the. I just saw the penalty. I didn't see what led to it.
Literally, the guy slid on the floor to tackle. He was looking the other direction. His hand is in the air. The distance, in fact, it was a ricochet. And I did it. They said if he ricochets, it's not a penalty. And they went to VAR. And what I don't like about VAR is the angle in which they will show.
No, that's not what I don't like about VAR. What I don't like about VAR is that they make the referees look like they are a bunch of stupid people. When a referee says it's not a penalty, and then you send him to VAR, 99.9% of the time,
It's going to change
they reverse the decision.
Exactly.
They never stick with their own decision.
I agree with you. Absolutely.
The VR people and they sort of justify it amongst themselves.
Because I agree with you absolutely, and I think that even takes away the whole. How do I put it now? Because once the person is called, you already know what will happen.
You already know.
That makes sense.
I got it wrong. Maybe I got it wrong. You know,
because it's you know, and the rules for these penalties is some penalty they'll take some you hear because of the distance to the ball. I hear it. Some they'll be. So what they need to come and say? What do you define as natural position and unnatural position?
As long as you have humans involved in something, it's a problem. For my take on Liverpool this game is, again, I don't think Kirkers is ready enough for you guys, and I'm going to mention his name again in particular. When you have a defense that is struggling, I would have gone back to experience as a coach. Number one, go back to Robinson. I mean, what's his name? Robertson. I'm going back to Robertson. There is stability in knowing that the next person to you, you've been through plenty things with that person. That's one. Bradley also fills that position on the other side a little bit. He was part of the Trent era. So there is familiarity. I know, but it was part of the Trent era. It's different from
that one. We don't even have a choice with that one.
You don't have a choice. You can't play ping-pong. He's worse.
He's injured.
Even if you play him, he's worse, in my opinion. He's not a fullback. He's not a proper fullback. And then you keep playing Soboslai there. You are wasting him, in my opinion. Right? So go back to stability. That's number one. Number two, dominate the ball less. I think Liverpool should try and dominate the ball less. Because what's happening is teams now have seen that, let's just give them the ball. Let them dominate. Then we'll try to catch them on the counter and play fast through them.
And play fast.
Because they know your defense
in fact, what you just said was that second goal by Kevin Shada.
Mm-hmm.
They were waiting behind, and it was just one through ball through the middle.
Pass, through the
and it beats the guy, and it just.
If you allow the other team to have some of the ball, especially because you are not defending as well, it forces your midfielders to defend deep and provide some form of covering for that center back. You know, and I also thought you missed Gravenberch yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, I thought it was a big miss. I thought that was a big miss. You know, but again, it was a loss, and we'll see how it pans out by the end of the season. I think we should quickly go to
before I go, I just want to give kudos to Szoboszlai. I mean, out of everyone in that Liverpool team, he has stepped up to a different level.
He's been their best player this season.
He has stepped. I mean, even last season, since he has been in Liverpool, I think So far, this is the best of Soboslai that I've ever seen
Yeah.
as a player.
I
He's
agree.
playing very well.
Is
The work
is
rate is
the
unbelievable.
work rate is playing right back, is inverting, he plays the midfield.
He's playing well. Decision
And
making, everything is just on point.
and Liverpool need to make a decision. Is either you want to help Salah or get rid of him. Because every game, everyone is blaming Salah. This guy is 33, 32. He's not getting the support. This is a different game, different system. But fans are calling for Salah. This is a Premier League legend that is being thrown under the bus for no good reason.
I honestly don't. I honestly don't know why fans get so emotional unnecessarily. You know, somebody who, I mean, personally, I even in my relationships with people, I will not, because of one action that somebody does and how he raise all the good that is. I
Exactly.
mean, I don't think life should work like that.
This is someone that just won you the league.
Yeah,
Not even 5 months ago. I mean, how
Yeah.
many months ago?
yeah,
Right. The Liverpool is allowed to have a bad season.
exactly.
Okay, let's even say they finish 8th this season. So what?
So
They
what?
just won the league.
Exactly.
Come on, everyone is
Yes.
not playing. They are not playing in Germany where Bayern Munich will win the league 7
To win
times
the
in a
league,
row.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or
Exactly.
City that managed to win 4 times in a row. It's not going to happen like that every time. These
Yeah.
guys just won the league a few minutes ago. Come on, they're
Mhm.
allowed to.
Yeah, and it's okay to be frustrated, but when you begin
Yeah,
to
but
now
it's
be
don't
saying
get
things like,
unnecessary.
you should go, slot should be sad, I'm like, what are you talking about? You know?
Man, I wish I won the league last season, and I'm now struggling this season. It's a different conversation. At least before the season ends, I'll be making reference to that last season.
Yeah,
Every session we are here, I'll say,
Yeah.
but I just won the league now. What are you talking about? Do you know what it means to play 38 games and win
exactly.
and come out top?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think the manager needs to find a solution. I mean, you need to support him, man.
Well, this is
They are
when we
giving him
know
out
how
to draft.
much of a manager he is. So it's also
He
left
is,
to
that's
that.
true. It's up to him.
Yeah.
All right, let's jump into your game. Eze going scoring against Crystal Palace. What do you have to say?
We need, and we miss Odegaard a lot.
It's clear.
I'm going to
It's
say
clear.
that we miss him, and I usually say that to Arsenal players. Fine, I don't like how he turns and turns with the ball a lot of times, but when we keep playing against these low blocks is when you appreciate Odegaard better, because the way he manipulates through those tiny spaces and his close control of the ball, right? Eze played a bit better, not for the goal, played a bit better than the past few games. I think he's beginning to understand the team a bit more, right? But Arteta still needs to find a solution for the low block. Teams are going to continue to play low blocks against us. Forget. It's only the big teams that will come out and play us. Just don't forget it. You will not play Liverpool every week. You will not play City every week. Even City went low block when they got to
That's true. That's true.
It's not every week you play United, I'll come out and play you.
Yeah.
So there has to be a solution where we have to be a bit more direct. And the few times we got behind Crystal Palace today, it was when our center halves played the ball behind the Crystal Palace defense.
Midfield.
We need to play more of that. You know, it was a good win. I'm glad we capitalized on some of our contenders losing points, right?
That's true. Yes.
Last season, this game could have easily ended in a draw. Kola made a good point. At the moment, it's our defense. The lower part of the team, from 4, the guys playing 6 and 8, Rice, Zubimendi, and the back 4, really, really protecting us at the moment.
The consistency. The
consistency is crazy. Do you know Crystal Palace didn't get a shot on target today? The one shot that Nketiah got on target was ruled offside. Was ruled offside, right? So that's is there, is helping us out. But I'm afraid, how long can we keep this going? How long can we keep this going, right? So we need to find a solution that works. You know,
that works.
Switch things around a little bit, play faster, take more risks, take more risks. You can't keep just dominate the ball. Saliba will get the ball, touch it 50 times, pass to Gabriel pass back to Saliba, pass to Calafiori, you pass back to Saliba.
Playing it very safe. Just trying to keep
all the
it
time.
safe.
We need, if we're sure we have a solid defense, right? Then let's take more risks. We will lose some of the balls more, right? We'll lose some of the balls a lot more, right? But we need to take more risks. And that's all I have to say about the Arsenal. It was a good weekend for us. Even though, if it was last season, we probably have lost with Saliba going off. Mateta would probably have equalized and scored the second goal. But Mosquera came in, the drop in quality was not noticeable.
That was not that much, yeah.
Calafiori, I think, got a bit knock, went off as well. Incapi came in, that one even looked like he wanted to fight. That's the way that one is playing. He wanted to fight the opponent. I'm like, guy, calm down. Don't go and cause penalties. Because you're very aggressive and all up in their face. I'm like, now it's been a while I saw Arsenal players. I want to say you can't bully me.
Yeah, it was a good win. I think that's what you need in all these kind of games. Just grind out the results. Just grind it out. That's
what I wanted to. That's what I wanted to tell Tunde, that I mean, just know that. I mean, I understand you don't know how to win the league, so I feel just know that. Just know that you will have some games like that. As long as you are able to get your 3 points at the end of the day, just take it.
Thank you for the advice. You see, Tunde, can you see how I'm taking the advice?
Yeah, I'm waiting for the downfall at the end of the season because the crashing out.
I was not humble before. 3 seasons, I wasn't humble. Now I'm very humble and taking advice. So if you learn, so that you can start rolling with the big boys again.
I can't take advice from someone that hasn't won the league in the last 20 years. I cannot take advice from. Never.
The funniest thing is, before Chelsea started winning the league, they did not win the league for like 50 years.
That is Chelsea's problem.
Before Liverpool started winning the game,
they waited 30 years.
They did not win for about 20 years.
So you're getting advice from people that are taking 50.
Maybe
you will be 80 years. We combine their 50 and their 30 together.
How many years now it's okay. How many years now has Ferguson left?
He left 2013.
How many years is that? Can you count?
That's already 12 years.
Just relax. So you're counting 20 for me. We will soon celebrate it.
Your own is 21 years to be specific. 21 years.
Mine is 21. Okay, I don't have a problem with mine being 21. We will be here for it. God will give us long life and prosperity.
We'll be here. Yeah, let's jump into this. Pep, another dagger. They lost to Man City. In fact, I watched a couple.
They lost to Aston Villa.
Sorry, Aston Villa, and honestly, Man City didn't look like scoring that whole game.
Remember what I said last week.
They were
I told you, Kola, and the rest of the guys last week, that when Haaland is not scoring, he's been covering. I watched them. It's not like they are playing outstandingly well.
No, they are not.
Haaland has just been even the goal they scored against Arsenal. That guy practically ran the whole of the field to score by himself.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, when he stops, if teams figure out a way to stop Haaland from scoring, City are in trouble.
Yeah.
And I told you, I said, Mr. Doku, world best Doku, if he's not playing against a 35-year-old right fullback, he's useless. I told you. You said no, and I gave you examples.
He was on the bench. He didn't start. He was Savino.
When he came in, what did he do? What did he do when he came in?
In fact,
he's not going to do anything against Matty Cash. If he was against a 35-year-old now, Pep would have started him. And he would look like the best winger in the world. I told you. See, there's a difference with just getting the ball and bodying this way, bodying that way, shimming left, shimming right, and not getting things done. Salah, do you see Salah doing shimming left, right, and center before he gives you a goal or an assist? He doesn't care.
You know what you just said now was, I remember, I think it was Kola that said it when Liverpool played against mine, when he said, "I'm not falling for Gakpo's antics that game."
Yes.
I can't remember. He said, "I'm not falling for Gakpo's antics."
All those are cutting in players.
Because
the
next game, you're like, okay, now the next game, are you going to keep it up? I know they just can't. They just can't. But that's another loss for Pep.
So, everything is looking good for Arsenal.
Hey,
Yeah,
no. I would say on the other hand, I would say
no.
everything is
Wait
looking good
now.
for Manchester United.
Wait
no,
now.
let him finish now. Why are you being so defensive?
They have a tight
to-
defense. They have a tight defense.
A
You
good
guys have only
midfield.
conceded, I think, 3 goals all season.
Yes.
You have City not at their best.
Not at their best.
You have
yes.
Liverpool practically in shambles.
Long
Yes.
ways continue for City.
You
Liverpool,
have
Man City.
you have Man
Yes.
U. Man U is doing well, but technically, at least there's still some distance between you and them. You have
for
Chelsea
the meantime.
faltering. So, I mean, you have everything going for you. However, like I will advise, and I will advise you again, okay? And again, this is another thing that I think you have going for you. The fact that you are humble, that's a plus.
Thank you very much. I'm very, very humble. Thank you so much.
So, the
Please advise away, sir. I'll take your advice.
You guys realize it is still a long season.
Very, very long.
It's not one, in 10 games. It is one after 38
games. Yes.
So as last season, despite the way we played very well, I was scared. It was later, maybe like I think it was around maybe like 9, 8 games ahead, and I started feeling comfortable because this league, anything can change. It's a very weird.
But Kola, in all humility, sir, you have to also agree that there's a difference between Liverpool and Man City chasing you down than for Manchester United.
Okay.
Who has not won anything in 13 years?
I like this angle.
No, I agree with you.
Exactly.
I like this angle. I like this angle. And we shall see at the end of the season. just to rush through the other results.
Just know you will find your level again very soon.
Lagz, don't let this be your downfall. Because I don't allow you United guys. The fact that you guys have now stringed on like 3, you're going to lose your next game.
Yes.
No. This is the start of something. This is the start of something. This is the start of something that the league is not ready for. The league is not prepared for.
And you know the funniest thing is
prepared
their next game is against Nottingham Forest.
They are
lose that game.
They are losing.
And what did Sean Dyche to do today?
Don't worry about today.
What did Sean
for you guys? Forget today.
And what did Sean Dyche do today? Bournemouth beat them 2-0.
Bournemouth will beat you too. So what are you talking about?
Bournemouth are going about their business. They are second on the table.
Yeah.
I hope this is not good. We're not going to see another Leicester.
The chances of that happening. The chances of that happening is a billion to 1.
Sunderland and Bournemouth are quietly going about their business, especially Bournemouth. Iraola lost about 5 of his players, but these guys are just going about 1-0 here, 2-2 here. They are just there going quietly. This was how Leicester started. We said, okay, it will happen. It will happen until we got to match day 34, and we saw that.
Arsenal was huffing and puffing behind them.
Arsenal was huffing.
We were huffing and puffing.
You were huffing and
No,
puffing.
next week we'll catch them.
So, good one for Bournemouth. Wolves, we talked about Wolves earlier. I mean, losing to Burnley 3-2. And I think this was a shock for me. Spurs just beat Everton.
They finished them 3-0.
I did not see that coming. Yes.
Have they finished?
Yes, they finished.
I did not. Yes, over. Game over. I did not. But that's the thing about Spurs. They can give you false hope. Next week now, they'll be back to.
They'll be playing at home. Suddenly they will lose 1-0.
Suddenly they will lose 1-0. So
that's Spurs now.
But anyway, guys, it's been another good weekend. I know there are some. I think this midweek there's EFL games. Then we have the EFL games, and then we have the Premier League. So yes, we'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you to everyone for coming.
Thank you, guys, and thank you, Kola, for joining in.
Yes,
guys, remember to all the nice things. Follow us, comment, drop your comments. We'd love to respond.
Yes, I just a quick one. Kola, where can people find you? You give financial advice to people apart from football. How can people reach out to you for all their
Yeah. So
financial
I mean,
knowledge. What's the
yeah,
best way for them to reach you?
I'm basically active on Twitter for now. Hopefully I
Okay.
begin to
What's
explore
your
other
Twitter handle?
platforms.
Say it, so that we
At
can
Balogun K.
at Balogun
At
K.
Balogun
At
K. Okay,
Balogun K.
no problem.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, Lagz, for bringing that
All
up.
right.
Thanks.
Yes,
No
guys, please
problem.
make sure you go follow him.
Please,
He gives
yes,
out
make sure.
sound financial
I'm telling
advice. He helps people with investments, with helping
absolutely.
them with their future. You know, he's
Right.
been helping some of us to take care of our meager resources so that we don't grow up to be old broke.
As
Okay,
if
so
if I want, I think what we'll do is next time at the start of the show and at the end, we'll make
yeah, maybe
sure
we'll
we
have
give
you say a few
we'll
things
have
about.
you say a few things so that especially in this economy that
Yeah.
especially
Yeah.
in this economy that is
I agree.
so yes, so
Nice one. Like that.
All right,
guys,
man.
thank you so much everyone, have a
All
good
right.
week
Thanks, guys.
ahead.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
All
bye.
right, you're welcome.